All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, Greenwood Stock Trading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, man, we're going to talk about Tom Brady. Apparently, we're doing this deal and wanting the Bucs to get or pursue Odell Beckham. But first, let's talk about Jeffrey Lurie. He basically put all of the Jalen Hurts rumors to rest, where, you know, there was rumors going out there that they might draft another quarterback. I think the Eagles picking like 6, which probably would have meant possibly moving up for Zach Wilson, possibly drafting Justin Fields or Trey Lance. But let's talk about that. Shout out to NFL Playlist. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And personally, I think that was the right decision. I thought Jalen Hurts showed a tremendous amount of talent, a tremendous amount of success during his tenure. And they didn't beat the Cowboys, and they had some bad games. But then again, you got to remember, even defending Carson Wentz, they had a 40-year-old left tackle with Jason Peters that it seemed like they kicked to the curve playing left tackle, and a lot of their offensive line got hurt. They got rid of Big V. A lot of guys went down. Then they get mad. Zach Ertz wasn't healthy, and he wasn't the same guy, even when he tried to play. Your receivers were Travis Fulgham. Deshaun Jackson went down in the first game. I think early in the season. Was it the first game? Whatever it was. Alshon Jeffrey still won 100%, and they drafted Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor didn't have a good year. They got rid of Nelson Aguilar, who had a revelation in Las Vegas with the Raiders. What do they want from Carson Wentz? What did they want from the guy? Or Jalen Hurts? I think their running back went in and out. Forget his name. Their main back. He was in and out the lineup. You could have made a case that they should have kept Carson Wentz too. And you sit there, you're going to get a healthy Lane Johnson back. I don't know who else on their line. You're going to get that guy back. And I'm just thinking they got options. I think they got the number 6 pick. So if he's still available, I think he linked to the Bengals, the offensive lineman from Oregon. Do you move back, accumulate picks, and try to take a tackle? Or do you say at number 6 and take Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase, Waddle? You take one of those guys. And if I'm Philadelphia, you can help this kid with a better line. So if he do go receiver at 6, or Kyle Pitts, tight end, a lot of people talking about him, but let's face it, a lot of tight ends don't come in and have success their rookie year. Mike Ditka still has the most successful rookie tight end year. Let that sink in. Over George Kittles, over Jimmy Smith, over Tony Gonzalez, over Kellen Winslow Sr. He still has the most successful. He has the most successful rookie tight end. People don't understand that. You don't see tight ends go in the top 6. You really don't see outside linebackers other than edge rushers go in the top 6 or top 5. I remember the last guy I can remember going that high was Aaron Curry, and he didn't do nothing in the league. And most NFL, hardcore fans remember Aaron Curry. He did good in the combine, caught all the balls and the drills. He did all that good stuff, and this didn't pan out. And what you got to understand, there's a rule when you picking in the top 5, top 6, 7 area. There's a rule. It's quarterback, left tackle, amazing running back, touchdown scorer, which is a receiver. That's special. Other than that, if you don't get that, then you should move out of there. Deion, Barry, guys like that, Calvin and Dominican Sue. If you don't get those type of dudes, you might as well move out. You don't take a defensive tackle or an end that's good at run blocking and don't get after the quarterback. But if I'm Philly and I'm looking at their situation and we sitting at 6, and I don't know who was playing left tackle last year, but I know he went down. If my left tackle good, and if I can't get that dude from Oregon, I think they should move back. To be honest, accumulate picks and build that line, and I think you still can come up with a pretty good player, But They got Rieger, they got Fogg-Ham. I'm guessing you probably go ahead and take that receiver, but they can address receiver in the offseason, depending on how much money they're going to have created. I mean, Allen Robinson, you plug him in, good to go. But if they do stay at 6 and that offensive lineman from Oregon gone, I really think the pick is probably going to be a Smith or Chase. You know, and maybe Jamar Chase might get the benefit of the doubt this season or in the draft because how good Justin Jefferson did last year. So, I mean, I think it's going to be a receiver for them, but they got holes. They probably need some help at corner. They do got Darius Slay, but they do probably need some help there. Front seven still good, but you probably can see them make some tweaks in the interior linemen. Some dudes getting old down there, Fletcher Cox. I can see them doing that. Maybe even linebackers, just taking some guys. But really, if I'm the Eagles and I stay at 6, and I'm taking a receiver. Second round, I'm probably taking some offensive line help, and then the third, probably later rounds, I'm looking for, probably the best talent. The kind of maybe an edge rusher that needs a little bit of refined skills or got in trouble. Maybe a cornerback. So that's what I think they should be looking at. But it's good to see that Jalen Hurts ain't gonna have to compete. And more likely, now, Philadelphia, they should have kept the quarterback narrative going because somebody would have traded up with them, and they probably still would have been in the top 10 for a quarterback. That's the only reason you don't like Jeffrey Lurie saying that. I would have played the role like, yeah, man, we looking for a quarterback, worked out our quarterbacks, and somebody would have moved up because think about it. Lawrence gonna go 1. Zach Wilson gonna go from 2 to 3, maybe 4 at the worst. And then 5, 6, 7, my Lions picking at 7, 8. I think you're in a situation where Houston, if they don't trade Deshaun Watson, they don't have that pick. New York Jets at 2, they got Sam Darnold. At 3, you got Houston pick, but Miami got it. Miami, I don't think looking for a quarterback. So if the Jets stick with Darnold and Miami stick with Tua, so you at the 4th pick. I forget who picking 4th. I think it might be Cincinnati. Cincinnati picking 4. I think they don't need a quarterback. They going with the offensive lineman. I'm thinking 5 is like Atlanta, I think. So I think Atlanta, they ain't trading Matt Ryan with some rumors they might move him. I think Zach Wilson may come off the board there if nobody move up. But then again, they still got Matt Ryan. They still ain't did nothing with Julio. The new league started March 17th. So we got to see. So Atlanta could be a quarterback destination. And then you get to 6 in Philly. So it's a trade-up area. From 2 to 5, or Atlanta going to be picking a quarterback. So you got an area right there. So I think somebody going to move up for Wilson, or he going to get took at 5. Then at 6, somebody might panic and want a quarterback. So we know Philly not taking a quarterback. Now you go to Detroit. They're trying to trade Chase Daniels to cut the backup. We'll see. They're at 7. 6 and 7, and 5 through 7 is going to be critical if somebody don't move up. And then again, you got to remember the new cap ain't came out yet neither. So right now we don't know who got pockets and who got pockets, but that area going to be critical. Because I think if everybody stay put, I think the Jets probably going to go. That's going to be interesting what they do right there. I'll probably say they go receiver if they stay. And then 3, I forgot who we said we got at 3. Is it Miami? Miami got to pick 3. Hey, they can go a receiver. To be real. 4, Cincinnati linked to the offensive lineman for Oregon. 5, they can go quarterback. So it could be a point where, it ain't gonna be no receiver left other than Waddle. But I heard Devontae Smith's size making him drop down. You also got Kyle Pitts up there too. The tight end for Florida. So it's gonna be interesting. But let's move on to Tom Brady. Apparently Tom Brady working on a new contract. And he want Odell Beckham Jr. on the team. So Cleveland made a nice little run in the playoffs without Odell, with Jarvis Landry and everybody else. So he's been unhappy being in Cleveland. He was hurt that the Giants moved him, even after he spoke on bad on Eli Manning on an interview with Lil Wayne and Josina Anderson. But I don't like Odell. I wouldn't want Odell on my team. He remind you of a female dude. He started crying and he needs. I don't want to go to Cleveland. He started crying about that, and Odell go to that team. They ain't repeating, and that means if they bring in Odell, more than likely Chris Godwin gone or Antonio Brown gone. Okay, but I don't like the move. They already got some really good receivers: Godwin, Antonio Brown, Mike Evans. I just think Odell Beckham is a team cancer. He's a team obliterator, my Skip Bayless voice. He talk all that shit, and then they get to the playoffs versus the Packers, and Eli put dimes on them, and they dropping the ball. You talking about a guy who don't have no playoff experience, or a lot of playoff experience, a guy that's a diva. Wherever team he go, he a team cancer. I don't care what they say. You see, when he got injured, Cleveland turned their season around. He cried about getting the ball. He cried about his stats and all that. He cried about not getting the ball downfield. So if I'm Tampa, I'm like, no, we ain't doing that. We can keep Antonio Brown doing what he doing, cool. I'm happy with that, but I just don't think it's a good idea. But if Tom could do what he did with Antonio Brown, maybe he keep Odell happy. But I think they still need to keep getting their offensive line together, in my opinion. So that should be a priority. But Tristan Wirfs played very, very well for them last year. So I think they need to keep building on the line, get some interior linemen, get a left tackle if they don't like their left tackle. But if Odell go over there, I would expect Antonio Brown and maybe Chris Godwin not to be back next year. Don't be surprised if Antonio don't go back to Pittsburgh. I wouldn't be surprised, especially with Juju. We're on the streets, Juju leaving. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, check out our NFL playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, video request. All our social media links, description, fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. All links there. I want to make a financial donation. Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Appreciate the love.